All you see is him on top of her, like holding her, like she's laying on the bed and he's like on her, holding her waist like that, and just like pounding.
I found you, girl, I like being around you. Feel like Kanye, I'm bound to.
What's up, guys? It's Tianna Squarrel and I'm back at it again with another video. If you're new to this channel, I'd be so happy if you just press the subscribe button right down there, and then also turn on my post notifications so you won't miss any of my lit videos. And then thumbs this video up if you like it, because it helps me out tremendously. So thumbs it up if you want to help me out. But without further ado, I'm going to be telling you guys a story time today. Yes, a story time is something different. I've never done a story time on my channel, so I'm going to be telling you guys a story time about how I caught my boyfriend. Moment of silence. How I caught my boyfriend cheating on me at a party with my friend. Yes. So if you guys want to hear about that time, just please keep on watching. So guys, the story is kind of out of order. There's a story before this that I should have done first, but I thought this one was more lit, and I thought to start off my story times I wanted to be a little bit more lit, you know, because the story wasn't that lit. So if you guys want to hear that story, then just comment down below so I can tell you guys how we caught my friend doing it in the school bathroom. So basically, I'm just going to give you a brief synopsis of that story. So basically, it was these 4 new guys that came to our high school, and they were new, they were popping, and yeah, I started dating this guy, and for the sake of this video, I'm going to name him Ryan, and then my friend, I'm going to name her Leah, and then the guy that she was dating was named Stefan, and then there was 2 more friends. We'll name him Mike and Dylan. Mike and Dylan. So those are the 4 guys' named Ryan, Dylan, Stefan, and Mike. Those are the 4 guys. So then it's me and my friend. I'm going to name her Leah, and then it was 2 other girls. So then we're just going to name them A and B, because I can't keep track of all these names. And I don't want to slip up and say one of their names, so I'm just going to keep it very simple. So basically, one day I went to school, and I found out that Dylan, which is Ryan and Stefan and all them friends, he was one of the 4 guys, he was thrown up into the school year party. And my boyfriend Ryan, of course, he's Dylan's friend, so of course he's going to be going. So he asked me, he's like, oh, are you going to be going to Dylan's party? And I was never like a partier. Like, I go out now that I'm a little bit older, but when I was younger, I wasn't really too much of a partier. So I was like, I really don't know, I'll let you know, or I might just show up. He's like, okay, cool, you know, that's fine or whatever. So that was that. We went to class, we went the rest of the school day, everyone was talking about the party, and everyone was busy saying like they were going. My friend A, basically she was already going, and the girl Leah, we weren't friends anymore, but I'm sure she was gonna go, you know. So basically the whole school was going. It was gonna be at Dylan's house, and Dylan lived in like a really good neighborhood. It wasn't like where I'm from. Like, if anybody knows me, I'm from West Philadelphia, born and raised. So yeah, and Dylan lived like in a good neighborhood. I'm not gonna say the exact neighborhood, because if I say it, then people from our school probably know who I'm talking about. So everybody was going to the party. I was on the edge on like if I was gonna go or not, you know. So that was that. So school day ended, I went home, and my friend B came to my house, and we were talking like, oh, we're gonna go, but A for sure was already gonna go. And then so basically I get a text from my friend A, and she asked me, am I still gonna come? And I'm like, we don't know yet, but we'll let you know in like maybe 30 minutes. And she's like, fine. So I'm sitting there, I don't know what the hell I was doing that was taking me so long. Phone dings, and something people didn't know about me is like when my phone ding, I don't automatically jump for it. Like some people, when they get text messages, they jump for their phone. Like me, I don't do that. I waited, and then I get another text message, and that's when B's like, oh, A is texting, and I'm just like, okay, well, whatever, it's fine, because like I said, if it was important, she would call me. So finally she calls me, and so I'm like, okay, well, answer the phone. I told B to answer the phone. So B answered the phone, and she's just listening, and she's like, She's like, oh my God, are you kidding? And I'm like, what? You know when somebody says, oh my God, are you kidding? Something serious happened. And so she's like, girl, take the phone. So I get on the phone, and I'm like, hello. And she starts telling me all this stuff, and then she's like, girl, you need to get down here ASAP. Like, you need to get down here. And I'm like, why? Like, what's going on? Like, why do I need to get down there? And she's like, because Leah is all up in Ryan's face. So like I said, Ryan was my boyfriend. So I'm like, what do you mean? Because like I said, where I'm from, up in your face can mean two different things. Up in your face can be like, oh, I'm ready to fight, or up in your face can be like, oh, she up in your face like trying to flirt with you. So I'm like, what? Elaborate. Like, what do you mean up in your face? She's like, up in his face is trying to flirt with you. I'm like, oh my god, okay, I'm on my way there. We finally left the house, and we were on the way there. B drove. I didn't have a license, so I couldn't drive. So B drove all the way there. And we get there, and his mom's like sitting there in the living room, and she's like, oh guys, the party's downstairs. She was really nice. She said the party's downstairs, you know. She showed us the way to the basement door. We went down there. When we get in the basement, his basement is so, Dylan's basement is so freaking nice. It's so like just made up. There's like tables and like little snacks like chips, soda, stuff like that or whatever, and anything that you have at a regular party. Like, so I go in automatically. I'm looking for A. I'm looking to see if I see Ryan. A comes up to me. She's like, girl, what's up? She's like, you finally made it? And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, have you seen Ryan? She's like, girl, I haven't seen him since I texted you earlier. So I called you earlier. And I'm like, okay. So I'm like, oh, hey. Like, I'm like trying to smile and like not trying to think anything bad about it, thinking like maybe he could have went home or something like that. Like, I just wasn't trying to think the worst. So it's like, you know, chilling with my friend, but at the same time I'm worrying like where could Brian be at, but I don't want to be like paranoid, so I'm kind of just sitting there. And then as I'm like, you know, like bopping, you know, with my friends, I feel somebody come up behind me and like bear hug me, and my body just settled, because for some reason I thought it was Ryan, because I'm like, who else is gonna come behind me and bear hug me? So I look up, and it's Ryan's friend Stefan, and I'm like, what are you doing? So he basically was just like, nothing, like trying to joke about it or whatever, and he was just like trying to make fun of the situation. And again, like, he was always a kidder, so I really didn't take too much offense to it. And then that's when Dylan and Mike walked up to me, and I'm like, have you guys seen Ryan and stuff like that or whatever? We are just sitting here like, no, we haven't seen him. And I'm just like, well, where could he be at? So I pull out my phone and I call him, and it rings 3 times, and it says,
your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
And I'm just like, okay, well, whatever. So I just start looking around the basement, trying to see if I see him, because it's like pitch black in there, like it's barely any light. So I'm just looking around, and my eyes for some reason catch these 2 doors, and it's like double doors. So my eyes for some reason catch those doors. I don't know why. I think it was like God trying to tell me like, bitch, he's in there. Like, he in there, bitch. So I walk to the double doors, and as I'm like about to reach to open them, Stefan like moves my hand and like kind of like hugs me in the front and like shimmers me back. And B's like, what are you doing? Like, let her go. Like, what are you doing? And A comes up. She's like, yeah, let her go. Like, what are you holding on her for? I'm like, what the hell is in there? Why don't you want me to see it? And so Dylan hurries around. He's like, oh, my mom collects vases, and that's what's in there.
Really, nigga?
Really? Okay. I'm looking at him like he's fucking stupid. I'm like, are you kidding me? Your mom collects vases. His mom was like really pretty and like popping. And when I came in, I did not notice one freaking vase upstairs. So I doubt she collects vases. And out of nowhere, a girl that was with A before I got there walked up and like, your mom doesn't keep vases in there. Ryan and Leah went in there. And I immediately look back at Stefan, and I'm like, really? I thought you said you didn't know where he was at. He's like, I don't know where he's at. So I'm like, so why are you trying to hide the door? She clearly just said that Ryan is in there, so let me go in there. He's like, what? He just told you that his mom could, like, stuttering. I'm like, I don't care. Like, I'm like trying to ram for the door, and like Stefan is like, no. I'm like, why are you protecting his mom's vases? Like, if it's vases in there, why are you protecting his mom's vases? Like, you know what I mean? Like, so finally, like, I got the door, like, and I like yanked it really hard and opened it. But the thing about it is, like I said, if you're in that room, you can't really hear somebody tussling with the door because the music is so loud. So I opened the door, and when you open the door, it's already dark, so you can't really see anything. And then the room is dark. So only way you would be able to tell if the door's open was if the room had light in it or the basement had light in it, which neither of them did because it was a party. So open the door, and I'm walking in the room, and Stefan's like, no. And again, like, you can't hear somebody walking in the room. So as you get closer, all you hear is bang, 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 like somebody's doing something. And I'm like, what the hell? So I'm praying to myself. I'm like, please God, don't let this be Ryan. Please God, don't let this be Ryan. Please. And sure enough, it was Ryan and it was Leah. And all you see is him on top of her, like holding her, like she's laying on the bed and he's like on her, holding her waist like that, and just like pounding. And I just like, I don't know, like I feel like it happens so fast, like still to this ass though, like even though I don't care about that boy anymore, it just makes me emotional. And I just was like, really, Ryan? And his face was so red, like he looked up and was like he saw a ghost or something. Like he was so red. And I automatically just turned around once he saw that it was me. I turned around, ran out the room, and B, as she's running out the room, she flips on the lights, and then outside of the door was the basement light, so she flipped on the basement lights, well at least for the back of the basement. She flipped on the lights and everybody automatically turned around. All you see is Leah's legs wide open and Ryan like trying to get himself together. And so I'm running up the steps, leaving, and I'm like, B, come on, B, come on. And she's coming behind me and Ryan's running right behind us. And the mom's, as I'm running up the steps, Dylan's mom is coming towards the door. And I'm like, excuse me. And so I like go past her, and all she sees is Ryan coming up the steps with his pants halfway down, like his shirt not buttoned. And she ran past Ryan, and like all you see is her going down the steps, and she's like, this party is over. And everybody started running out. She's like, I didn't fucking say you could have a sex party. And I just run out the house, and all you see like people coming out to see the drama, and also because everybody was getting kicked out. So I get in the car, I leave with B, and then A and them get in the other car. They came in, they followed behind us. We all went our separate ways. We went home, went to school the next day. And Ryan basically tried to talk to me, tried to explain himself to me, and it was just like, I looked at him like I was disgusted by him to think that he would do something with her that clearly used to be my friend, and she was only doing it to spite me because of situations where she thought I did something to her and I really didn't. And that was that. Like, Ryan's funky ass was just still trying to talk to me every other fucking day he could, and I just was brushing his funky ass off. Dylan, Stefan, and Mike, I could care two shits about them, and I still don't give a fuck about them to this day because they are pieces of shit. But he's dumb because they all just was fucking the same girl. She was stupid too because she was trying to spite me, but you just made yourself like much more of a hoe because you're doing it to my boyfriend who's friends with the guy that you slept with. So yeah, you're a hoe. But yeah, so if you guys want to hear more story times about the time that me and Leah got into a fight, if you want to hear about the time that Ryan almost got his ass whooped by my new boyfriend, definitely comment down below and I'll do those story times for you. But like I said, thumbs this video up if you like it, and I'll see you guys all in my next video.
And you are